The Director General of the National Intelligence Service, General Michael Gichangi, was again a no-show at Continental House, even after being summoned to appear before the Parliamentary Committee on Defence and Foreign Relations for a second day. Incensed members of the committee say Gichangi had today as well written an apology letter to the committee, this time saying he needed to consult with the Attorney General before he appears before it for grilling over the controversial document tabled in Parliament. And now the committee says Gichangi may have to feel its full wrath.
That entity is not operating in isolation. It is an agency of the people of Kenya, fully funded by the taxpayers. And therefore the message is they must appear before this committee. There will be no shortcut.
The incoming Foreign Affairs Minister, Professor Sam Ongeri, appeared before the committee, fresh from attending his swearing-in ceremony. He, however, claimed he could not be drawn into the debate on the legitimacy of the dossier, saying that Kenya and the United Kingdom have cordial relations. Ongeri claimed that the president had even held a meeting with the British Prime Minister while he was in London for the conference on Somalia.
We're equally interested in getting the final truth of this document.
Ongeri says the UK government had written a letter to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs disowning the document and claiming it was not genuine. It had even given reasons, citing the numerous grammatical errors contained in the dossier.
Plethora of spelling and grammatical mistakes. Would that be enough to dismiss a document as genuine or not?
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs does not conduct forensic audit of any nature.
And there was more where that came from.
The letter came to the ministry, and you're telling the committee now that to date you have not responded to that letter.
We have sought further clarification from our High Commissioner with the British government. And the answer we are getting is exactly the same as what we have been given here. So you can then appreciate that at that level, we can only move to another level, the investigation level, where it is at this stage.
Earlier in the morning, the Cabinet Subcommittee on the International Criminal Court, led by Internal Security Minister Professor George Saitoti, was before the committee, but could only offer so much.
My committee does not have investigative capacity to be able to determine whether a document of this nature is genuine or not.
So our role has been really ICC, information coming from the ICC, asking the government agencies to deal with it and forwarding it, and making sure that there is nothing that remains undone that can make the ICC think that the government is not cooperating.
However, the visibly frustrated committee members did not let them off so easily.
Individually. The element we want you to deal with is the element of the subcommittee.
Yesterday and the other day, government officials have been reluctant in giving us this information. Now the question is, what are they hiding?
On this matter, it came from the blues. It didn't come from ICC. It didn't come from government. It came from a member of parliament who should know where it came from really.
The ICC subcommittee promised to be back on the 11th of April with a more concrete position once the authenticity of the document had been adequately probed into. Andrew Ochieng, Citizen Live at 9.